So we're here at 54 Below. It's located on 54th Street between 8th and Broadway. Below. So it's in we call it the cellar of what used to be Studio 54. We've recreated this room into a place that we consider home for theater goers and theater fans and the people who sort of run the industry of the theater. It's fantastic because we have 18 shows a week. They're all different. We've had artists from Patti LuPone to Annalee Ashford and probably everything in between. And this place was just past the idea. We were just at the point where, okay, we knew it was going to be called 54 Below. We knew that we wanted to create a home for actors and friends of the theater community to, have their voice be heard in a different way. But we didn't really know much else at that point. We knew what it was going to look like. And then, just sort of, so I was here during construction hat, time.
That must have been fun, though,
it was.
To see.
It was really fun.
Did you take pictures along the way?
No, because we wanted there to be a mystery behind this place. The way, as you can see, the beauty of this place, it's, I think walking down those stairs is a lot different than seeing the making of. And,
sure.
I know that's kind of a popular thing to do, but because of the brand we wanted to create, it just didn't work for this brand.
And for those that don't know, why don't you explain what this was in the day so that they know what it's turned into?
This used to be This used to be the VIP room of Studio 54 back in the heyday. We've had numerous artists on this stage, Andre McCardle being one of them, that sort of remember this room, but say that it was kind of difficult to remember because of all the craziness that was going on down here.
Sure.
It was a recording studio for a while, I've heard, in the 80s and 90s, but it really, we sort of found this place. The idea of 54 Below, the idea of this, bar and home for artists was something that Richard Frankel, Tom Bertel, Steve Bruce, and Mark Roth were thinking about for a while, and it was just sort of kismet that it ended up in the basement of such an infamous landmark.
What was opening night like?
Terrifying. Because there was, we, like in the theater world, you have an opening night date, and that's what it's going to be. And, we had already announced the artists and we said it was going to happen. But this place is also a restaurant, and none of us really, I think, fully grasped what that meant, So when we opened our doors, we had a soft opening with Jackie Hoffman, which was really fun to have her on the stage. And then, the official opening with Patti LuPone, which is, such an amazing way to start something. But we didn't have gas, and we had our liquor license, but we couldn't serve anything because if you don't have gas, then the kitchen doesn't work, So we have this amazing chef that couldn't really cook anything, So we were trying to figure out what that meant, without half of what this place was. So it ended up being a kind of a magical night because of Patti LuPone. I have to say, she really, I think that was probably one of the best decisions we ever made, having such a superstar open our little home. And we don't call people customers or patrons, they're guests. And, we want this to be their second home. So that was really important to us. And then the other part that was really important to us was that people discovered the first time that they got here that this wasn't only a place to see your favorite artist, but this was a place that you could enjoy the full experience, that the food was going to be excellent, that the drinks that you were being served were excellent, that the service was, everybody that was involved knew you by name and, understood your preferences. So all those little details were extremely important and so different than doing a Broadway show, because in a Broadway show, you want the audience to enjoy the experience, of course, but you're not worried about them coming back necessarily.
Right.
Once you see a show, you usually see it once, unless, it's...
Sure, second or third maybe, but it's not.
But it's not a continuous coming back. And we have, almost 2 years later, we have created such a loyalty that we started Club 54, which is our new little loyalty program, and we have people that have literally been here 200 times.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a success so far, I think.